Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Khalil Iowa Sports Report, coming to you live right here, in Leeds, Virginia. I'm Khalil Brathwaite, here with all the sports later, though. By the way, now today, ladies and gents, I will get into you guys about the fact that Domingo German has been banned in 81 games. I will talk to you guys about the fact that the breaking news, by the way, that Jason Garrett gets the pink slip out the door. I'll talk to you guys about the fact that Tua Tagovailoa's ultimatum concerning this decision, whether he wants to part ways with Bama to be in the 2020 NFL Draft, or whether he's going to return to Bama. And I'll talk to you guys also just the fact of the finalists going for the 2020 NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame, by the way. Jim Brown probably wasted the Jordan brand, and that's all the news I'm going to have. Also Will Harris signs a 3-year, $24 million offer with the Nats. So that's all there's going to happen. I'm going to start things off with just the fact that Tua Tagovailoa is going to have an ultimatum they has to make on Monday concerning whether or not he wants to return to Bama or whether he intends to jump ship to the 2020 NFL Draft. The only option I can think of is him jump ship to the 2020 NFL Draft. And here's why that is. Because I think that Tua Tagovailoa, he's made quite the impression for sure. I think that he's going to land the top first-round picks heading to the 2020 NFL Draft. If he makes that decision by Monday, that is, it'll be okay. And even though, he's got family members living in Bama with him, by the way, he's got his brother that is being his assistant. I'm sorry, being his backup quarterback, by the way. So I got to say, even though Tua Tagovailoa's got family members in there, I think it's just safe to say that Tua Tagovailoa is going to jump ship to the 2020 NFL Draft. But will he do so come Monday? Well, find out Monday, everybody. Find out what the decision is, and I'll let you know what it is. So whether he takes the red pill, that is, and stays with Bama, returns to Bama, stemming from an hip surgery they sustained, or if he takes the white pill, that is, he jumps ship to the 2020 NFL Draft. One of those two options is going to come into play, and he has to make his choice by Monday. So that's what he's going to do for sure. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for his decision, everybody. Please stay tuned for that. Also, others I do want to address, by the way. I want to address also just the fact that Domingo German has been given an 81 game ban for his domestic abuse investigation. For his domestic abuse, that is. Now he's been investigated for this. This all stems. Clearly he violated domestic abuse policy. This all stems from an investigation that he got into a domestic abuse incident with his girlfriend, and they got a kid together, by the way, at least one kid. So basically, won't come back till the 2020 playoffs, by the way, World Series playoffs, by the way. Unless they make it, by the way. So also just the fact that he was investigated for domestic abuse. He's going to miss 63 games for 2020 this year, and basically he is not going to have any contact with the team, and he cannot do any of that anyway. So he's eligible to come back for the 2020 playoffs. By the way, that's what he's going to do right there. So the investigation are unfolding, and clearly he violated the domestic abuse policy, and hopefully more deals are going to emerge for sure. So now he was not arrested, he wasn't charged, he was not booked, wasn't even prosecuted, wasn't even in custody. So when details are out, that's going to be it for him. So basically, it's going to be now or never for him, though. So he's got to think about what he's doing, but because he's going to need some help, he's going to get. So that's all he needs to do. Just focus on him, take some time off, and he's going to be out for 81 games, but it's not going to look good for him. His future is not looking good right now. So he's going to miss 63 games throughout 2020. The first 6 games for 2020, by the way, which is already this year. And also, this I do want to address, by the way, the finalists for the 2020 Pro Football Hall of Fame will be Troy Polamalu, Reggie Wayne, Steve Atwater, Tony Baselli, Isaac Bruce, Alan Faneca, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, John Lynch, and Richard Seymour. So those are the finalists for the 2020 Pro Football Hall of Fame, and that's all there is to it just for now, for that part. Also, another I do want to address, by the way, Jimmy Butler has parted ways with Jordan Brand. Which ended 10 months before it runs out, before it ran out September 30th in 2020. So that's months from now. That is, by the way. He's a shoe free agent, by the way. That's goodness for him. He can sign with any shoe franchise if he wants to, whether it's Nike, Adidas, Reebok, New Balance, K Swiss. It could be maybe Adidas. Yeah, he did sign with Nike, he did sign with Adidas. He could sign with New Balance, Fubu. He could sign with Durant, LeBron shoes. He could sign with D Wade shoes. He can sign with any franchise, any shoe franchise for shoes. That's all he wants to do. So it's up to him. The decision is his, and that's all there is to it just for now on that part. For Jimmy Bucket said it's Jimmy Butler. Now Jimmy Bucket and the Heat are like 24-8, by the way. So goodness for that part. Goodness for him. So he can sell with any shoe franchise for shoes anytime he wants. And others I do want to point out. So the breaking news for sure. The fat lady has sung. Yes. Finally, Jason Garrett gets the pink slip. He's out the door. He will not come back, no return to coaching for the Cowboys. That's right, everybody. Breaking news for sure. Jason Garrett gets the pink slip, will not return to the Cowboys. I'll tell you that for sure. Not for next season in 2020. And it took them. I mean, they should have. Yes, clearly they should have done this a whole lot sooner. I mean, you could have done this after the Cowboys lost to the Eagles. You could have done a whole lot sooner. When after they beat the Skins, they lose their playoff spot for sure. You could have done this after late last year. That is in New Year's Eve. You never did any of that. So instead, you had to do it in 2020. So that's good. Really good right there. Congrats on that part. So the fat lady's already sung. So Jason Garrett is out the door, for goodness sakes. And even though the Cowboys were tied to 8, didn't get a playoff spot, Dak's not going to get a new offer. So Jason Garrett, Cowboys, they decided to move on from Jason Garrett for good, and that's it for that. So the Cowboys are a little bit of a mess. Maybe good, but not good enough. But their season's over. So that's all you gotta know just for that. So Jason Garrett, ladies and gents, is finally out the door. And he gets the pink slip for sure. So that's all there is. So well, as ahead for Jason Garrett. Where the Cowboys go from here from him, though. So stay tuned for that. And that's all you gotta know just on that part right there. I will say that. Also, just another news I do want to address, by the way, that Luka Doncic and the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo lead first round voting for 2020 NBA All-Star game in the Windy City of Chicago, Illinois. Fan voting counts for 50% of the vote for 5 starters, 2 backcourt, 3 frontcourt players, both conferences, Eastern West conferences. Other 50% that's going to be split every and every direction by media members and players. So yes, Luka Doncic, who's an MVP candidate, and also the Greek Freak, they lead the first round voting for 2020 NBA All-Star game in the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, and that's all you gotta know just for that part right there. So Greek Freak's former MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and also an upcoming MVP candidate will be Luka Doncic. So you gotta give credit to for that part. So that's all. You just gotta know for that, and that's all there is to it. And one other thing I do want to address, by the way, that piece of trash Maryland quarterback. I'm sorry, piece of trash Maryland coach who just got released 2 years ago. DJ Durkin. Now, this is a coach that's been facing a lot of scrutiny stemming from the death toll of Jordan McNair, who died of a heat stroke, seizure, and didn't get enough help. That is, and the fact that now that piece of trash coach, DJ Durkin, has been hired by Lane Kiffin to be the Ole Miss assistant coach. Now, back in 2018, this all stemmed from that told Joe McNair, and Maryland football. DJ Durkin was there. It was a bit, and Wallace D. Lowe was ordered by the Board of Regents to bring back and to reinstate DJ Durkin. Because I remember about 2 years ago, it said if Wallace D. Lowe Maryland does not bring back DJ Durkin, well, Wallace D. Lowe, you're going to get released. Instead, DJ Durkin. So, and then and then next thing you know it, Wallace D. Lowe releases DJ Durkin the very next day. So the Board of Regents, they got released for that. One of the members got released for sure, making a bad decision, which is a no-no right there. So this is a red flag right here. DJ Durkin being named the assistant coach for the Ole Miss. Really bad decision. Lane Kiffin, I would think twice about that. Because what you're doing right now is just corrupt. And right now, Ole Miss is going to face a whole lot of scrutiny from this. I'll tell you that right now. It's a red flag. Now, DJ Durkin was made responsible for DJ Durkin's death toll, for Jordan McNair's death toll. Now, he died at the age of 19 from this heat stroke, that is, and from a seizure that he had, run laps and all. And the fact that, Maryland football's a bit of a toxic culture, a toxic wasteland, dumpster fire, all the humiliation, abuse, and all that. And that right there just did not sit with anybody. So they want DJ Durkin gone for good. So basically, DJ Durkin, in my opinion, he should be banned for life. You can't, listen, I said this a number of occasions. You can't give football players nor coaches who are accused of incidents second chances. You can't do it. You cannot do that. So this is a big mistake, and Ole Miss football, it's going to be a lot of scrutiny from this. I'll tell you that right now. And that happens, it's all over for them. It's on their hands. So that's on them. That's only Lane Kiffin, that is. And Lane Kiffin's a good coach, but he made a mistake getting DJ Durkin, who should be banned by now. And that's not good either. So really, I mean, this is going to be trouble for everyone else, for all the football players out there. And I don't know what they're thinking, but this should be right for there. I'll tell you, that's a big red flag. So that's something you just can't do. So that's all that there's to it. So again, ladies and gents, so that's all there is to it, ladies and gents, for now. That's going to do it there for the Clothesline Sports War YouTube channel, Facebook. Please be sure to subscribe to the Clothesline Sports War YouTube channel, Facebook by all means necessary. Be sure to send me comments with your reactions, your results. Tell me if you think that Tua Tagovailoa is going to come back to Bama stemming from hip surgery. Let me know if you think that he's going to jump ship to the 2020 NFL Draft by Monday. Let me know in the comment section. Please send me your reactions. Tell me what you think, what his best move is. I will definitely respond address to that for sure, by the way. And that's all I got for that. Tell me what you also thought about, the finalists for the 2020 Pro Football Hall of Fame, Troy Polamalu and Reggie Wayne and all the others out there. Let me know in the comment section, reaction, tweet your thoughts about that as well. I'll just respond. What you thought about Luka, Doncic, and Greek Freak, Antetokounmpo leading the first round voting for 2020 NFL All-Star Game. That is, let me know about the comment section. Some of your thoughts, your tweets, your responses down below in the comment section for sure. Let me also know what you thought about, Jason Garrett being released as Cowboys coach for good and Cowboys parted ways. Cowboys moving on from Jason Garrett. Let me know about the comment section. Now, some of your results, your tweets, your thoughts about this as well. I will definitely respond to some address to it. I know it should have happened sooner, but now it's happened. So that's all that you're just for now in 2020. Please let me know in the comments. Some of your reactions, your thoughts about this, I'm sure, and I'll definitely address it. And what you thought about Jimmy Butler ending his parting ways with Jordan Brand, by the way. Let me know about in the comment section. I will definitely address and respond to that for sure. And I will definitely keep updated and up to date and post for sure. I'll bet more some breaking news, Chantel's live updates, some episodes, and a whole lot more on the Clue That Was Sports, where everything's sports. And that's all you need to know just for now. So, nothing more to it. Take care, everybody. You guys have a good evening and enjoy wild card games and enjoy Country Bowl title game. Clemson versus LSU, Tiger Bowl or Tiger Warfare. Let me know about that in the conversation. Some of your votes down below. Your picks, by the way, let me know about that in the conversation. I would definitely address the response. That's all this. So take care, everybody. You guys have a good evening. Bye-bye.